ChatGPT is my new travel bestie, and here's why. If you guys have not been using ChatGPT when it comes to making your travel itineraries, you're missing out. I booked my trip to Europe in February. We go in a few months, and I've had my trip planned since February. All thanks to ChatGPT. ChatGPT is literally your travel guide, your travel influencer. ChatGPT is your all-in-one like travel advisor when it comes to doing anything traveling. I told ChatGPT exactly what day we get there, what time we get there, what we're doing. I basically just told her like this is everything that we're doing. These are things that I want you to include because they're very, very specific things that I want to do. And I even asked her, like, I want to eat at like nice places, but I also want to eat at like places that locals go to. So that it's not just going to like fancy, like Instagram worthy places. I want to eat like where the locals eat. And she included all of that. Like, I wish I had ChatGPT the first time I ever went to Europe because I literally had no idea what I was doing. And like, Instagram wasn't even that big of a thing to where people were posting travel guides like that started a few years ago. So like this is my literal map that she made me, and it's all of England and Scotland, and it has all the little pins. All of the little pins mean different things. She gave me a bunch of bars, a bunch of different restaurants, sweet shops, places to eat lunch. Like she categorized it and organized our entire trip so perfectly, to the point where we have something to do, something to eat, and something to visit morning, afternoon, and night. Like we get to England at the beginning of the week, and by the end of the week, everything's planned out. We're actually staying with my sister, so I don't have to really buy lodging that whole week, but we're going back and forth between different parts of England and then going back to London. But then we're doing the Harry Potter tour, which I'm super, super excited about because you know anything about me, you know I love Harry Potter. Leave straight from the Harry Potter tour to go to Scotland, which sounds super stressful. And by the way, if you didn't know, because I didn't know either until I found out, you can actually leave your luggage there, like at the tour. So if you're someone that's like me and you're super excited to go to this tour, but you're leaving right after, or you're just getting there and your hotel's not ready, you can leave your luggage there. Like they have a coat room and you can leave it all there. And it's literally on the website. I didn't even think that was a thing, but it is. So you're welcome. But we'll be in Europe for a total of 10 days. And everything is jam-packed with things. I'm not like super strict on like we have to do everything that's on this list. Like if we're too tired, like we'll just do something else. Like it's not that big of a deal. There are certain things where I'm like, okay, well, I included this. This is why we came here. Like I want to go here. So we're gonna do those little things. Like there's a bunch of Harry Potter like bookshops or shops or restaurants that I want to go to. There's a Harry Potter bar. They have that in London, and then they also have it in Scotland. So we'll just do it in Scotland. There's a bunch of Outlander places that I really want to visit. So she added all of that on my list. And literally she made me an entire itinerary. I didn't know how to make a Google Maps like sheet, or I didn't know how to make like a Google Maps map so that you could include everything. That way when we're there, we know, okay, this is where this place is. This is what we're doing next. This is how far away it is. I didn't know how to do that. I should do that for me. I thought that was amazing. If you haven't been using ChatGPT, or you think ChatGPT is just not good, she does a lot of work for you, and it just relieves so much stress for me. Like I want to stay in a castle. Unfortunately, the castles that she gave me were a little bit too expensive and too far away. They weren't really close to where I wanted to go. So we'll just visit them. But the hotels that we picked out are actually really, really nice, and I'm super excited about it. I think like our first hotel is not that great. And then we go up to Inverness. It's also not that great because we're only going to be there for like a day or two, and then we go back down. But once we go back down to Edinburgh, we decided, you know what? Just we'll get like a super, super nice hotel for our last night. Plus, it's my husband's birthday, so like, why not just go all out for that? There still are a few restaurants I don't know, like we haven't booked reservations yet. While we're there, we're celebrating our 1-year marriage anniversary, and we're also celebrating his 30th birthday. So we're doing a lot of things while we're there. It's gonna be super fun. We're going to visit my sister the first week while we're in England because she's been living in Europe for the past like 5 years. And I have not been able to go see her. And I've always been obsessed with Europe and London and England and Scotland. Like I'm just so excited. It's gonna be like such a fun trip. In my previous video, if you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. I just started buying things for the trip. So clothing. I'm from Florida, so like I don't need thick coats or thermals, but I went to Uniqlo yesterday and I bought all of the basics that I needed. I do still have something coming over from H&M that I purchased. I did go a little bit over budget, but it's okay because I'm gonna use it all. I live in California now and it gets cold. I also bought another luggage. I bought a check-in luggage because I never had one. I've only ever used the carry-on and then my husband uses the check-in luggage. But since we're taking so much, like I'm gonna be taking gifts to my family. The coats that we have, like everything's super thick, boots, shoes, like even though the thermals that I have and some of the jackets, like they're pretty thin. But for the most part, the jackets are pretty thick. Plus, I want to be able to buy and bring back souvenirs. So we need space for that too. I didn't really buy anything like name brand. I went to Marshalls and TJ Maxx and I got the pack. That's how you say it. Put them below. It's a pretty color. It's yellow. Whenever I do my packing video, I'll go ahead and include it there as well. But anyway, back to ChatGPT. And I've told so many people about her that they now start using her to book their travel. She's great, but literally it has from day 1 in England all the way to day 5 in Scotland. We plan to do a lot of museums. Museums are mostly free in Europe, I think from what I remember from last time. They're all mainly free, but I do want to visit a lot of castles. I love castles. I love history. If you have been watching Outlander for the past few years, or if you've just started watching it and you're obsessed, you'll understand. I'm so excited to take all of the photos and all of the videos and just be able to see these places in person. Like people used to live here. Like these are like we think the mansions nowadays are cute. No, 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 no. Cute is this castle that's thousands, hundreds of years old. Like, I have never really cared about American history. I was born in America. I know everything that's happened here and what's happening. And I gotta say, I'm not impressed, but take me to Europe where people are so set into their culture and their history and they're so proud of where they come from and the architecture that they have there just everywhere and the different foods. Like, I love experiencing all of that. So the fact that I actually get to make this trip now is super cool and I'm super excited because I've been trying to go to Scotland for the past few years. And I was going to go to visit my sister in Europe last year, but then we got married. So we couldn't do that because the wedding was a little bit expensive. But just traveling in general makes me so excited. That's probably one of my top things that if I'm going to tell anyone to do anything in their life, it's travel. I'm sure Scotland is one of the places that I'm going to want to go back to, but also, I want to visit I've literally only ever been to England. It's a little sad, but it's true. But I know there are so many other people out there who have not had any opportunity to travel, even if it's to across the country. So I do feel very grateful in those moments knowing that I do have the opportunity to go and do this. But yeah, if you guys want more details on how to use ChatGPT, how to maximize your planning for your trip, I'm more than happy to share all of that with you guys. I'm not going to show you my entire itinerary because I don't want anyone to be following me while I'm there. It has dates on here too, so I'm almost positive I'm going to have a few more videos of packing and shopping because I still have I have a few more things to get. I might get shoes. I know I need hiking shoes and water resistant shoes. I don't have those. Unfortunately, I might just have to do with what I have right now. I definitely need gloves and I need a beanie. I don't have that. Scarves, plenty, which is strange because I grew up in Florida. It's doesn't get that cold there. But I'm definitely super excited about the packing video in a few weeks because I've never done a packing video that extensive. I've never packed that much for a trip. So I'm excited. So thank you guys for watching. Again, if you haven't seen my previous video on what I bought at Uniqlo, go ahead and watch that. My next video after this one, it's probably going to be just a few more items that I grabbed throughout the week or throughout the month. I'm trying not to spend any more money for the month of September because I am trying to save up money for the trip. Like I said, I want to be able to buy things while I'm there, and I can't do that if I'm broke. So wish me luck. It's really hard for me not to spend any money, but I'm hopeful. Just a good mindset is all I need. All right. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.